it's all going wrong. We can't buy a win in the league. We've been knocked out of the FA Cup, and there's a very good chance we're about to get knocked out of the Europa League as well. This is what I know about Arsenal. Good start, then this happens. It's all coming back to me now. Hello and welcome to part 8 of Gunning for Glory. I'm Kev, and coming up on today's episode, we're away against Sporting in the second leg of the Europa League's quarter-final, I want to say. Is it the quarter-final? Second knockout round, not even the quarter-final yet. Goodness me. And then we're going to play bottom of the table, Crystal Palace in the league, as we are desperate for a win. We must get a league win. We haven't won in the league since Burnley back over a month ago. And that's what the Premier League table looks like. With 8 games to go, we're now suddenly 5 points behind both Man United and Chelsea. I just don't even understand how that happened. It all happened so quickly over the course of the last 3 or 4 games. Boosh, there you go. Not winning the league anymore. Right, that's a job for another year. The job now is to not get sacked. There's media talk that if we don't win the league, I might be sacked. And the way to make sure we don't get sacked is to qualify for the Champions League and win the Europa League, the only competition we're left in. Unfortunately, circumstances are combining to make that difficult to do. We played Stoke in the 5th round of the FA Cup on Tuesday. I don't know why. It wasn't a replay. I don't know why we played them on a Tuesday. That's stupid. But now it's Thursday and we're away at Sporting. And we're only 1-0 up after the first leg. And most of the first leg was played against 10 men. We made really, seriously hard work of it. And this is going to be the team that we're going to send out there to try and secure a win. I mean, if we can go there and not lose, then we get into the next round of the Europa League. And that's massively important at this stage. So just throwing combinations of players together at this point to try and find a combination that works. I'm slowly developing my scapegoats. Mertesacker is certainly one of them. And finally, after much demand from you lot, we're giving Asensio a game as well. So we've got Cech in goal, a back four of Kolasinac, Christensen, Koscielny and Bellerin. Cazorla and Xhaka are in midfield, with Sanchez, Ozil and Asensio behind Danny Welbeck. I mean, I think part of the problem is we gave him a run of games and he scored 2 goals in 10 appearances. I think that's where it all went wrong. Alexander Lacazette ruined Arsenal. There you go. You heard it here first. Because since he got his run of games in the team, whenever I bring Giroud or Welbeck into the team, they also don't score. I admit it all coincides with Thomas Lamar's form dropping off. He was carrying us for a long time. But all the same, we need a striker to start scoring goals. Early in the season, we had 2 strikers and they were both scoring. Now we have 3 strikers and none of them are scoring. This isn't... I mean, look at that. It's an absolute sitter for Danny Welbeck. If he scores there, we're 1-0 up, 2-0 on aggregate. We have an away goal. We can relax a little bit. But it is the sitter of all sitters and he just toe pokes it into the goalkeeper's hands. I don't know how you legislate for this. We're still playing well everywhere apart from that one position that matters, the position that scores the goals. And we're still creating 3, 4, 5 clear-cut chances every single game. But it doesn't matter what combination of attacking 4 we play, we don't seem to be able to convert those chances. And so many of the chances are falling to the lone striker and they're missing them. I just don't know what to do about it. We could try... The one thing I haven't tried in this little run of games is Alexis Sanchez up front. So perhaps we'll try him against Palace if somehow we manage to go through yet another game without scoring a goal. But it's getting really difficult to work... Oh, there you go, he's injured. Boss wants me to play up front. Better get injured quick. So he's now got a bruised jaw. I'll give him a bruised jaw in a minute if he... ruins us. Oh, and then just before half time, 1-0 on the night, 1-1 on aggregate, and all the momentum is with Sporting. We just don't look like we have a goal in us at all. I don't know how it's come to this. We were so good for so long, and we just hit February and it's just a wall. It's like it's a hard-coded wall in the game. It's like the developers know what Arsenal are and just smash us in the face with the February wall. Is that when it usually goes wrong for Arsenal, or is it usually a little bit later? Either way, February has ruined us. We've not recovered in March, and we're about to get ourselves knocked out of the Europa League, and the Premier League's already gone. I wouldn't be surprised if I get sacked after this, because the board are quite demanding. They expect trophies this season, And this is kind of our last opportunity to win one. Right, Asensio loses the ball. Koscielny to Xhaka. Out to Alexis. Injured Alexis with his bruised jaw. Welbeck. Xhaka again. Welbeck. Alexis. We're knocking the ball around nicely. Asensio. Can he cross? Of course he can't. Goodness me. Koscielny looks like he wants it, but he's the only one. And it dragged him massively out of position to do it as well. Yet again, 58% possession. 17 shots. One clear-cut chance, and we're 1-0 down. Asensio! And that's our second clear-cut chance. We bring the man everyone thinks is our saviour into the team, and he misses as well. I don't know what to do now. Oh, this is just dirty. There you go, Welbeck. Rubbish. Off you come. Sanchez, injured. Off you come. Which way round should we play those two? It doesn't look like it really matters. We'll stick Lamar out on the left-hand side. Then it's one place we haven't really used him at all this season, so he might be an amazing difference maker out on the left wing. But see, now we're giving them clear-cut chances. If we're not scoring our own, the last thing we want to do in response to that is to start giving them chances as well. Right, Cazorla to Ozil. Lamar's now going to do something. We need Thomas Lamar back. Early season, pre-Christmas Thomas Lamar is what we need. He'll solve the problem. Lamar is there and he scores. Oh, Thomas Lamar has come back to me. It's his 10th goal of the season. Hopefully this is going to signal a return to form for Lamar, and if it does, we might still win the Europa League and the Premier League, because he was that good early on in the year that if he can recapture that form, we will be absolutely fine. We'll win every game. You saw that big run of greens that we were on early on in the season when Lamar was just absolutely destroying everything that was put in front of him in the Premier League. Right, we're going to swap him back over to the right-hand side. Lacazette can go out onto the left. The Asensio experiment didn't come off. He's played as well as I've seen him play all season, and it's just not good enough. Right, Giroud. Ozil's in now. He's probably our top-scoring midfield player, but again, misses out. Right, Lamar, drop him very deep to Ozil. Giroud. Xhaka, and Lacazette is in, and that's another clear-cut chance missed for Lacazette. When is he going to start scoring goals? I'd be tempted to move him on in the summer. Move on Giroud and Lacazette. Keep Welbeck because of his age and his versatility, but move on the other two and sign a proper striker. And now Sporting have gone back into the lead. Away goals. We're ahead on away goals, but there's still 4 minutes to go. And if you were going to bet on another goal, you'd obviously bet on Sporting at this point. That's taken a wicked deflection off of Lacazette. There you go. The man, another one of my scapegoats, because he wasn't in the team when we were good. Since he's been in the team, we've been rubbish. It doesn't take a genius to work out whose fault this all is. Right, Xhaka, out to Lacazette. Can he redeem himself with me? He finds Lamar. Lamar, just stick it in the top corner, lad. There you go. Oh, I thought he was going to do it as well. Oh, right, 30 seconds to hold on. Obviously, we're not going to switch to defensive because that's giving up. We're going to keep attacking right until the bitter end. And then there's Ozil. Just keep hold of the ball. Lacazette to Ozil. In space, Ozil aims for the top corner and it's tipped around the post. That was our 30th shot of the game, which we lost. Luckily, it has been enough to get us through to the next round by the skin of our teeth. But it's still a long, long time since we looked like that team that did that to teams. What a contrast. Now we've got to go and try and beat Palace in what will be our 4th game in 8 days. So expect more rotation. So much rotation. Oh, I've got so hot I've had to take off my jumper. I'm just basically throwing darts at a squad list to randomly pick combinations of players to try and win a football match. I think this is a completely different front four to the one we used in the last game. It might work. We just need to find a goal from somewhere. So Mustafi comes in at right back. I think the midfield two is the same as it was. And we've gone for Welbeck up front this time with Iwobi, Asensio and Lamar behind him. I mean, roll the dice, see if this one works. We have got an international break after this one, so let's use that time to regroup and calm down a little bit. We're all getting a little bit stressed, not least the manager. I can't believe how badly it's gone wrong over the last 6 or so games. We were going so strong. I was convinced we were going to win the league at the first sign of asking, win the Champions League next year, and that would be it. 2 seasons, boom, done. This is starting to feel a little bit more like the save I signed up for. This is more like what I was expecting. And Iwobi has scored a goal. We went in the lead. We've scored a goal. Is it all coming back together? I mean, Palace are bottom of the league. If there's any justice in the world, the way we've been playing recently, we'll just score 6 because we have been creating so many chances. It's just the finishing that's not been right. This might be the combination of... Oh, imagine if the combination of 4 has Asensio in it. You lot are going to slaughter me. Oh, dear. It's been so long we've not played... Oh, there you go. Iwobi's injured now. So we finally find a player who can score a goal and he picks up a calf strain. Sanchez is already injured, who would be my next option down that left-hand side. So I guess Ozil comes on or we stick Lacazette or Welbeck down there. For now, I'm just going to keep Iwobi on the pitch. We're about to hit an international break. It doesn't matter if he's out for a couple of weeks. And he's the goal scorer. It's nice to have a goal scorer on the pitch. We don't really want to go back into the world we've been living in where we've not had goals. The big difference today, which is bizarre, it's weird how this happens. We've scored today, but we're not creating any other chances. And out nowhere, an absolute screamer. And the really worrying thing is, aside from the goal from a set piece that Iwobi tucked away, we've not looked like scoring. But now we have a penalty. Oh, are the football manager gods smiling down on us? Are we being gifted a victory with set piece goals? I don't care how the goals come, as long as they come. Cazorla from the penalty spot makes it 2-1. Right, surely they don't have another spectacular long-range goal in them. We must be able to keep the bottom of the table team under control at this point. I mean, their keeper didn't dive until after the ball was already in the back of the net. Bless his cotton socks. Right, we're going to take off Iwobi because there's no point completely breaking him. We'll stick Ozil out there. In fact, no, we won't. We'll stick Asensio out there because we know how good Ozil can be from in the middle here. And it would be nice to grab another goal. I'd love to go 3-1 up and just start to look like a proper football team again. Asensio proving Kev was right all along. We'll stick Lacazette out there now for the last 20 minutes. Lamar also still not... I mean, he grabbed the goal in the last game, but form-wise, he still looks like 2017 Lamar rather than 2016 Lamar. And it's 2016 vintage Lamar that we want back. We'll bring Aaron Ramsey on for him and just swap Cazorla over and stick Cazorla out there on the right, which we've done a few times over the course of the season. And please hold on, lads. Come on. You've got 2 minutes to hold on. Let's not mess this up from here. Oh, but they're in that shooting position again. Mustafi intercepts. Now Welbeck, who's been completely missing the whole game. Oh, what a pass from Cazorla for Lacazette. It's our first clear-cut chance of the game, but obviously because it falls to Lacazette, he just hits it straight at the goalkeeper because that's all he seems capable of doing. And luckily, we're saved by an offside flag, and we do finally pick up a win. And I just hope that win will be enough to inject some confidence back into the camp. We've got 7 games left to make up a 5-point deficit and try and get past PSV in the Europa League. Our next episode will be just in a couple of games' time. We'll do Man United and PSV, unless it looks like I'm going to get sacked before then. And then we'll see where we are after that. We've still got to play both Man United and Chelsea. So although it's 5-point gap, if we can win all our remaining games, we have a chance. Just a really small one. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. And thank you very much for watching.